I just quickly address the multiculturalism. You see, the problem is that we've allowed, under successive government, large-scale migration.
Yeah.
And with very weak integration expectations. In fact, we haven't expected them to integrate at all. We haven't expected them to assimilate, and we've almost been embarrassed to stand up.
Don't think we've also lost what we are. I'm agreeing with you in this case.
We haven't expected them as a host nation. We haven't demanded assimilation, and we haven't demanded integration. In fact, we've been told, hide your Britishness so you don't offend. There has been minimal consequences for intimidation, as we've seen, for extremism. And a country can be generous, as you say, but it must be firm. And Britain has been neither. We have not been firm. We can be tolerant, but what we have been is that we've been submissive.
Yep.
And I say this, and we have been run by traitors and cowards who have not stood up for the principle of what being British is. And being British is that the law applies to everyone equally. And there is a civic culture. And that is a British civic culture that must be celebrated. When you celebrate every other culture equally, it creates confusion and it doesn't create a sense of belonging. You go to other countries, there is one civic culture that is always celebrated. Sadly, in some parts of this country, we don't have that because we've been, maybe some people who are leading it have been ashamed, have been too scared to call it out for race reasons. And I think we must go back to having a sense of pride and a country that is not afraid to stand up for itself, because if you don't stand up for your beliefs as a country, no one else will. And I think that's why people think multiculturalism failed. You can celebrate whatever you want in private, but we must be under the umbrella of British values and culture, and that is not what we're seeing in some parts, in my opinion.